All right, guys, so when you're a white belt, if you're anything like me, you spend a lot of your time getting smashed and probably spend a fair amount of your time wondering how the heck do I get out of these positions. I know when I started, I'd spend a lot of time in bottom side control, just feeling like somebody was doing whatever they wanted. I don't necessarily expect to be able to get out, but at least have some kind of map of where I'm trying to go is usually useful. So there's two major items that we need to address here. If he's really deeply under this arm, we have a problem. And we have a problem because this arm is isolated right now. So the first thing that I'd really need to address is getting this elbow back into his hip. And usually the easiest way to do this is I can give a little bridge. I'm gonna push across his face like a cross face and turn and try to get this elbow back inside. As long as this elbow is in the hip, we're in good shape. I don't wanna be where just the tip of the elbow, because if it's just the tip of the elbow, he can sit through, right? You go to Kesa. Yep, that becomes a problem. Exactly. If I go too deep and I just go to the wrist, he can turn and wrist lock me, and that's a danger as well. No, just turn your hips. Other way. Oh, there, yep, way. Tap. Yep, right. So we want to be like Goldilocks, right in the middle of the forearm, right here. Now, this arm can be to the outside, this arm can be to the inside. Both of them will work. The main thing that we need to think about anytime that we're in side control is that we're perpendicular right now, and that's what's pushing me deep. So a lot of times you'll see people get here and they get this grip where they should be able to kind of use this elbow, but instead of using it correctly, they start pushing and they push him down this way because it feels like I'm pushing him down. The problem is the more I push him down, the more I'm actually pushing him towards north-south, which is, in my opinion, a much harder position to escape. So instead, what I need to do is try to push his body in a position where it goes parallel with me, and that's going to give me more ability to get back to the guard. So whether I use the elbow or whether I use the cross face, the idea is the same. I need to get his chest disconnected from my chest. So I put my foot, my outside foot is going to go just outside my hip. I put my toes on the ground, and now when I bridge, I'm going to flare my elbow like this, and you see what that does. That starts to open the space. So as I shrimp, my knee and my elbow reconnect, and now we can really start to recompose the guard. Okay? So one more time, we're here. If this arm is trapped, we need to get this arm back. That should be your number one priority. So we can give a little bridge and try to get this back. Now, from here, when he tries to press down again, no matter he's got the cross face, it's all fine. I'm going to put my foot to the outside and bridge in the direction and flare this elbow out so that as I shrimp away, my knee and my elbow can reconnect and I can recompose our guard. Okay? Second position would be mount. Mount. It sucks, man. You get stuck in mount for a long period of time, life gets miserable. We're gonna use principally the same idea. It's gonna be a knee elbow escape. First thing I need to do is get my elbow inside. If he's diligent, he's got these knees in tight. Go ahead, sit up. Okay. But just keep this, right? It's hard, I can't. So our move is gonna be to try to connect as close to us as we can. And now we're gonna, it's a movement I call like a Japanese fan. We're gonna do this type of thing. I'm gonna keep this elbow tight, and as I move off to the side, I can wedge it inside. Once that elbow's wedged inside, I place my knuckles against his hip bone, and I create a frame, right? Now, this becomes a significant problem for him. The problem is I can't really hit a knee elbow escape right now as long as he's up and down. So I'm gonna use this back foot to bump him forward and get his weight up towards his hands. Most of the time, people are down in this position because they want to take those cross faces or whatever, but this is going to give me the ability now to bridge and change his weight. So as long as he's on his knees and on his hands and not just straight up and down, when I bridge, I have to keep this elbow in tight, but as I bridge, I put his weight all onto this knee, and the other leg becomes weightless. That's going to let me shrimp my hips back. Again, reconnect knee and elbow. And now, whether we want to come just straight up into an ashigarami, or if we want to come back into some butterfly guards, we have a variety of ideas that we can use, but that knee elbow escape is going to let you get that other foot back in the mix and put us back on the offensive. So one more time. We're in here. I can do the other side. We're in tight. I bring my elbow down. I move my body off the line and get it inside his elbow so we have a wedge. We connect to his hip bone. Here, I bump him forward, and now I'm gonna bridge over my left shoulder so all his weight transfers to his right knee. And now when I shrimp, my elbow being tight in there is gonna let me bring my knee back through, reconnect, and be ready to attack, okay? Final position is the back. Probably the last place on earth you really want another human being to be stuck. We're going to try to escape from the underhook side. There's a variety of escapes we can do. I really like the underhook side escape. So I'm always controlling the choking hand with a 2-on-1. Now, his head position right now is being diligent. The more he keeps this tight, the harder it's gonna be to escape to that side. But what I need to do is essentially bring my head forward and circle so I can get my head outside his head. As soon as my head is outside his head and we're on this side, we're halfway out. My right elbow now does the same thing where it becomes a wedge, and I'm gonna turn my hips up towards the ceiling. And as we go, I keep this elbow down so that it makes space. He can't just come up straight into mount. Now he's gonna try to come up, that's fine. But as we come up, we're gonna catch this foot. Go ahead, try to come up. And now we come up into a position where we can wrestle up on singles, knee picks, etc. So one more time, he's on the back. He's got good head position, right? So on this side, his shoulder makes it hard to escape this side. His head makes it hard to escape this side. You gotta kind of pick your poison. I'm gonna grab here, so I've got control. I'm going to immediately, as I fall, try to get my head to the outside. As we do that, I turn my hips up. So now I've got his thigh really kind of stapled on the ground, and I can step over. Elbow comes down. I always keep this, because no matter how he tries to come up, he can't come directly into mount. It's just not possible for him to come up to the mount. He can try to come up, that's fine. But as he comes up, we have control of that leg, and we can start working. Cool? So 3 major escapes, 3 of the worst positions to find yourself as a white belt. Hope that helps. Thanks.